From the serene snow-capped peaks of the Himalayas to the sun-drenched shores of the Pacific, our planet is a tapestry of breathtaking landscapes. Yet beneath this tranquil facade lies a force of unimaginable power, capable of unleashing chaos in the blink of an eye. I'm talking, of course, about earthquakes. These seismic events, born from the depths of the Earth, remind us of the raw, untamed energy that courses through our planet's veins. Join me now as we embark on a journey, a countdown of the top 10 most powerful earthquakes ever recorded. We will delve into the heart of these cataclysmic events, exploring their sheer magnitude, the devastation they wrought, and the lasting impact on the communities forever marked by their passing. Hold on tight, as we venture into the heart of our planet's fury, and witness the awe-inspiring and often terrifying power of nature. Our journey begins in 1960, on the afternoon of May 22nd, off the coast of Chile. It was then that the Earth unleashed a seismic titan, a monster measuring a staggering 9.5 on the Richter scale. The Valdivia earthquake, as it came to be known, remains the most powerful earthquake ever recorded by humankind. Imagine, if you will, the ground beneath your feet rippling like waves on the ocean. Buildings swayed violently, as if caught in a tempest, their foundations groaning under the unimaginable strain. The Chilean landscape, sculpted over millennia, was reshaped in minutes. Coastal towns, once vibrant with life, were swallowed by tsunamis, the ocean's fury unleashed by the Earth's tremors. The human cost of this catastrophe was immense. Official estimates place the death toll at around 1,655, with over 3,000 injured. However, the true number, shrouded in the chaos of the aftermath, is likely far greater. Homes were reduced to rubble, leaving countless families homeless and displaced. The economic impact of the Valdivia earthquake was equally profound. The cost of rebuilding shattered infrastructure, from roads and bridges to power lines and communication networks, was astronomical. Chile, a nation still recovering from a previous earthquake just days earlier, faced a long and arduous road to recovery. But amidst the devastation, the indomitable spirit of the Chilean people shone through. Stories of courage and resilience emerged from the rubble, tales of neighbors helping neighbors, of communities coming together to rebuild their lives. The Valdivia earthquake serves as a stark reminder of the awesome power of nature, a force that can reshape our world in an instant. Yet it also underscores the enduring strength of the human spirit, our capacity for compassion, and our unwavering determination to rebuild and rise again, even in the face of unimaginable adversity. We journey now to the untamed wilderness of Alaska, where on Good Friday, March 28, 1964, the Earth unleashed another display of its raw power. This time, it was the Great Alaska Earthquake, a behemoth registering 9.2 on the Richter scale that shook the last frontier to its core. Imagine the ground beneath you heaving with such force that trees, some towering over 100 feet tall, were snapped like twigs. The Earth itself seemed to liquefy, swallowing entire neighborhoods in Anchorage, the state's largest city. The air crackled with the sound of collapsing buildings, the cries of terrified animals, and the ominous roar of the Earth in turmoil. This earthquake, the most powerful ever recorded in North America, unleashed a cascade of destruction. Coastal communities were ravaged by tsunamis, their waves, some reaching heights of over 200 feet, crashing inland with relentless fury. The fishing industry, a cornerstone of Alaska's economy, was decimated. Despite the widespread devastation, the death toll was mercifully low, at least in comparison to other earthquakes of this magnitude. Only 131 lives were lost, a testament to the sparsely populated nature of the region and the timing of the quake, which struck on a holiday when many people were not at work or school. Still, the economic impact of the Great Alaska Earthquake was staggering. The cost of the damage, adjusted for inflation, reached into the tens of billions of dollars. Roads buckled and twisted, bridges crumbled into rivers, and entire communities were left in ruins. The recovery effort was monumental, a testament to the resilience of the Alaskan people and the unwavering support of a nation. The Great Alaska Earthquake served as a harsh reminder of the ever-present threat of seismic activity, even in the seemingly unshakable wilderness. Yet from the rubble emerged a renewed appreciation for the fragility of life and the importance of preparedness. The last frontier, though scarred, had once again demonstrated its ability to weather nature's fury and emerge stronger than ever. Our journey takes us now to the shores of the Indian Ocean, where on December 26, 2004, a cataclysm unfolded that will forever be etched in our collective memory. It was not just the earthquake itself, a monstrous 9.1 magnitude tremor off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia, but the devastating tsunami it unleashed that brought unimaginable suffering to millions. Imagine a wall of water, taller than a 10-story building, surging across the ocean at the speed of a jet plane. This was the terrifying reality for millions living along the coasts of Indonesia, Sri Lanka, India, Thailand, and beyond. The tsunami, triggered by the undersea earthquake, swept inland with terrifying speed and force, swallowing entire villages and towns in its wake. The scale of the disaster was almost incomprehensible. The official death toll stands at a staggering 227,898, making it one of the deadliest natural disasters in recorded history. Millions more were left homeless, their lives shattered by the sheer power of nature's fury. The images from that day are seared into our minds, entire coastlines reduced to rubble, bodies strewn amidst the debris, the hollow eyes of survivors searching desperately for loved ones. The world watched in horror as the true extent of the devastation became clear. The economic impact of the Boxing Day tsunami was equally profound. The cost of rebuilding shattered infrastructure, from homes and businesses to roads, bridges, and entire communities, was estimated at over $10 billion. Tourism, a vital source of income for many of the affected countries, was decimated. But amidst the unimaginable loss and despair, stories of hope and resilience emerged. The global community responded with an outpouring of aid and compassion. Doctors, nurses, and aid workers from around the world flocked to the affected regions, working tirelessly to provide medical care, food, and shelter to the millions in need. Chapter 4. The Tohoku Earthquake and Tsunami, when the wave engulfed Japan. We travel now to the land of the rising sun, where on March 11, 2011, a devastating earthquake and tsunami struck the northeastern coast of Japan. The Tohoku earthquake, as it came to be known, registered a massive 9.0 on the Richter scale, making it one of the most powerful earthquakes ever recorded. Imagine a wall of water, taller than a 4-story building, crashing over coastal defenses and surging inland for miles. This was the terrifying reality for the people of Japan, as the tsunami, triggered by the powerful earthquake, swept across their shores. Entire towns and villages were swallowed whole, their buildings reduced to matchsticks in the face of nature's fury. The images from that day are both breathtaking and heartbreaking. We saw cars tossed about like toys, homes ripped from their foundations, and entire communities transformed into swirling vortexes of debris. The Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, crippled by the earthquake and tsunami, became a chilling symbol of the disaster's far-reaching consequences. The official death toll from the Tohoku earthquake and tsunami stands at over 15,000, with thousands more still missing. The economic impact was staggering, estimated at over $360 billion, making it the costliest natural disaster in human history. But even in the face of such unimaginable loss and destruction, the spirit of the Japanese people shone through. We witnessed countless acts of courage, resilience, and compassion. Neighbors helped neighbors, strangers shared food and shelter, and the nation came together to mourn its losses and rebuild its future. Chapter 5. Severokurilsk, 1952. A Soviet quake shrouded in secrecy. Our journey takes us now to the remote and frigid waters of the North Pacific, to the Kuril Islands. a volcanic archipelago stretching between Russia and Japan. It was here, on November 4, 1952, that a powerful earthquake, measuring 9.0 on the Richter scale, struck off the coast of Severokurilsk, a small Soviet town on the island of Paramushir. Imagine a wall of water, taller than a three-story building, crashing ashore without warning. This was the terrifying reality for the residents of Severokurilsk as a tsunami, generated by the powerful offshore earthquake, slammed into the unsuspecting town. The waves, arriving just minutes after the ground stopped shaking, swept away buildings, homes, and lives in a matter of minutes. The Soviet Union, shrouded in secrecy during the Cold War era, kept much of the disaster hidden from the world. Official records of the time downplayed the extent of the damage and the number of casualties. It was only years later, as the Iron Curtain began to lift, that the true scale of the tragedy emerged. Estimates suggest that the Severokurilsk earthquake and tsunami claimed the lives of as many as 10,000 people, making it one of the deadliest tsunamis in history. The town itself was completely destroyed, its infrastructure reduced to rubble. The Soviet government, determined to maintain its image of strength, chose to rebuild Severokurilsk on a different part of the island, leaving the original site as a haunting reminder of the disaster. Chapter 6. Chile, 2010, a nation tested once more. On February 27, 2010, the Earth roared once more, testing the resilience of Chile. A powerful 8.8 magnitude earthquake ripped through the South American nation, its epicenter located offshore near the city of Concepcion. Buildings swayed violently, their foundations groaning under the immense strain. The ground, once solid and dependable, rippled and buckled like a ship tossed on a stormy sea. Coastal communities bore the brunt of the tsunami that followed, generated by the immense energy released by the earthquake. Walls of water, some reaching heights of over 25 feet, surged inland, swallowing homes, businesses, and anything else in their path. The port city of Talcahuano was particularly hard hit, its waterfront devastated by the relentless waves. Despite the widespread destruction and the tragic loss of life, over 500 people perished in the disaster. The Chilean people displayed remarkable resilience and a spirit of unity. Neighbors helped neighbors dig through the rubble, searching for survivors. Emergency responders worked tirelessly to provide medical care, food, and shelter to those in need. The 2010 Chile earthquake, though devastating, showcased the importance of preparedness and the effectiveness of building codes designed to withstand seismic activity. While many older structures crumbled under the force of the quake, newer buildings, constructed to more stringent standards, fared much better. Our journey through time takes us to the year 1906, off the coast of Ecuador, where on January 31st a powerful earthquake measuring 8.8 on the Richter scale unleashed its fury. The epicenter, located beneath the Pacific Ocean, generated a devastating tsunami that swept across the region, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Imagine, if you can, the terror of coastal communities as the sea, once a source of life and livelihood, suddenly retreated, exposing vast stretches of the seabed. It was a chilling harbinger of the devastation to come. Minutes later, a wall of water, towering over 20 feet high, surged inland, swallowing homes, businesses, and entire villages. The tsunami raced across the Pacific, reaching the coasts of Colombia, Panama, Costa Rica, and even as far north as Mexico. The waves, though diminished in size by the time they reached these distant shores, still caused significant damage and loss of life. The 1906 Ecuador earthquake and tsunami serve as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet and the far-reaching consequences of seismic events. It is a testament to the destructive power of nature and the importance of understanding and respecting the forces that shape our world. Our journey takes us back to the rugged and remote Aleutian Islands, a volcanic archipelago stretching across the North Pacific. It was here, on February 4, 1965, that a powerful earthquake measuring 8.7 on the Richter scale struck near the uninhabited Rat Islands, a group of small volcanic islands in the western Aleutians. The earthquake, though occurring in a sparsely populated region, generated a significant tsunami that spread across the Pacific Ocean. The waves, reaching heights of over 30 feet in some areas, caused damage along the coasts of Alaska and the Hawaiian Islands. Fortunately, due to the remote location of the earthquake and the timely issuance of tsunami warnings, there was minimal loss of life. However, the event served as a reminder of the ever-present threat of seismic activity in this seismically active region and the importance of preparedness. The 1965 Rat Islands earthquake is significant not only for its magnitude but also for the scientific insights it provided. Seismologists studying the seismic waves generated by the earthquake were able to gain a better understanding of the structure of the Earth's interior and the processes that drive plate tectonics. We journey now to the towering Himalayas, the roof of the world, where, on August 15, 1950, a colossal earthquake measuring 8.6 on the Richter scale ripped through the Assam region of northeastern India. The earth, normally as solid as the mountains themselves, heaved and buckled, sending tremors across the region and beyond. Imagine the terror of villagers as the ground beneath their feet began to shake violently, their homes collapsing around them. Landslides triggered by the powerful earthquake cascaded down mountainsides, burying villages and towns under tons of rock and debris. The Brahmaputra River, a lifeline for the region, surged over its banks, flooding vast areas and adding to the devastation. The 1950 Assam earthquake, one of the deadliest in history, claimed the lives of an estimated 4,800 people. The earthquake and its aftermath left a trail of destruction across Assam and neighboring Tibet, destroying homes, infrastructure, and livelihoods. The earthquake serves as a stark reminder of the immense power of nature and the vulnerability of human life in the face of such forces. It also highlights the challenges of disaster preparedness and response in remote and mountainous regions, where access is often difficult and resources are scarce. Our journey concludes in Indonesia, a nation all too familiar with the destructive power of earthquakes. Just 3 months after the devastating Boxing Day tsunami of 2004, the island of Nias, located off the western coast of Sumatra, was struck by another powerful earthquake. On March 28, 2005, an 8.6 magnitude earthquake ripped through the region, its epicenter located just off the southern coast of Nias. The ground shook violently, buildings swayed precariously, and a sense of panic gripped the island's inhabitants, still reeling from the horrors of the recent tsunami. While the 2005 Nias earthquake did not generate a tsunami on the scale of the Boxing Day disaster, it still caused significant damage and loss of life. Buildings, weakened by the previous earthquake, crumbled, burying people under tons of rubble. Coastal areas experienced localized tsunamis, though thankfully not as destructive as those witnessed just months earlier. The earthquake claimed the lives of an estimated 1,300 people, adding to the already heavy toll from the 2004 tsunami. The disaster highlighted the vulnerability of communities still recovering from previous disasters and the importance of ongoing support for rebuilding and resilience. As we conclude our exploration of these awe-inspiring and devastating earthquakes, we are left with a profound respect for the immense power that lies beneath our feet. These events, though catastrophic, serve as stark reminders of the dynamic nature of our planet and the forces that have shaped it over millennia. While we cannot prevent earthquakes, we can strive to understand them better, to prepare for their inevitable occurrence, and to build more resilient communities. By studying these seismic events, by learning from the past, and by working together, we can mitigate the risks and build a safer future for all. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Let us never forget the lessons learned from these events and continue to support those affected by the power of nature. Thank you for watching. We hope this video has given you a deeper understanding of the immense power and impact of earthquakes. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more informative content. Stay safe.